When you look at Kentucky, particularly their defensive front, what do you see? What are they good at?
Up front, Kentucky has some big guys up front on that D line. So the goal for us this week, the goal that Vice set for us this week is that we have to move the down lineman up front. We have to really get it moving. It's gonna be a tough task because the nose guard, their nose guard is a pretty big guy, and he's telling me, you got to be able to move him off the spot. You can't let him hold you on the spot, and be able to gap it off. I have to be able to move him, and it's the same for the DNs as well. We got to be able to move the guys up front.
When you look at their ability to run, not just with their quarterback, but with their tailbacks, which is, I guess, the harder challenge, or is it impossible to sorry, I'm separating you guys.
No problem.
When you run the ball with the running backs versus the quarterback, Coach Fuente said it's kind of hard to separate, edge run versus inside run. Are you happy with the way you run the ball between tackles?
No, sir. I won't say we're happy. We're not satisfied at all with how we're running the ball right now. I mean, we're not running the ball necessarily bad. I mean, we're getting good yardage and stuff like that. Our running backs are finishing with good yardage after the game, good rushing yards after the game. But I mean, we just try not to be satisfied. We find ourselves satisfied, then we find ourselves getting beat and being complacent and things like that. So I mean, even if we start to double our rushing yardage after the game, we still want to. Why not triple it? Why not go for more? So we try not to be satisfied because that leads to getting beat and being complacent. We're not those guys.
See, this obviously there's coaches leaving, there's a few seniors leaving, but most of these players are going to be back next year. You kind of view this game as a sort of bridge to 2020. I mean, the fact that you built so much momentum in the second half of the season, then you had a loss. Kind of pretty important to get this one.
Yes. Of course, every game is important. We try to treat it the same. We want to win. We go into every game wanting to win. It's just how we prepare to win that game. So, yes, like you said, the last game we played, we did come out with a loss, and I mean, but win or lose that game. If we had won that game and went to the Orange Bowl or the next step after that, we would have wanted to win that game too. So we go into every game wanting to win, trying to prepare to win. So it's not like, it's just this team or it's just that team or the stakes aren't as high, so it doesn't matter that much. We don't look at it like that. We look at every game the same. We want to win every one of them.
As you guys have gotten more and more used to Hendon and what he's all about out there running the show, have you seen and noticed a difference in him in the huddle at all from Miami to the Virginia game?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Yes. A big time difference. At first, honestly, Hendon, when he was in that huddle with us at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of his starting point, wasn't very much confidence. He step in that huddle, and sometimes he mixes words up, but he got to slow it down, and he has to breathe, and we have to remind him, just cool out, too. We got you, So, like I said, he have to catch his breath. He jumble up his words, and sometimes he don't really focus in on the snap, but that was the beginning of his starting point. As of now, and then he comes in that huddle ready to go, ready to lead the team, not only do his job, but make sure we have to do our job, too, make sure we know what we're doing. He gets the plays out on time, get it out quick, get the ball out quick. He's just a lot more confident, and you can tell. You can tell by his actions.
From what you saw in that Miami game, and you said he mixed up his words and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Was there a part of you that thought, oh man, this is going to be an uphill climb? And are you a little surprised that it's taken, as little time as it has? I mean, 6-7 games is pretty quick transformation from what you sound like you're describing anyway.
Yes, honestly, even from really early on in the season or last season, if you may, sometimes we would put him in because we needed him, and it'd be like a bobble snap or something like that, and yeah, it's been a big change, and it did happen pretty quick. We thought it was gonna be a gradual thing, just slowly uphill, but he's actually done well. He came in, it's like he flipped the switch. He just, okay, I'm ready. It's time to do this. He stopped looking at himself, I guess, as a backup. being like, okay, I'm just here if they need me. And, you know, he looked at himself as the guy. He knew he had to step up. We needed him, and he did his part. He did well.
Sticking with Hendon for a second, when you look at everything he's done, and obviously the line played better, the defense played well the second half of the year, how much credit do you think the move to Hendon has for turning the season around?
I give him a lot of credit, honestly. It takes doing what he did, like I said, because it was a big turnaround. A lot of people, a lot of fans, and just outsiders probably looking at him last season, like I said, early on this season, and seeing how he would get in, it wouldn't exactly go our way, or we'd probably lose the ball, or just some bad reads and that type of stuff. Probably shocked a lot of people. I know he shocked me, and I mean, like I said, now he get in. He's the guy, and he knows it. He's the guy. So I give him a whole lot of credit. He has that swagger to him, that confidence. It's not just okay. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does what the coaches does, but also more. He does what needs to be done. If they tell him to get the ball and roll, get the snap and roll out looking for a receiver, nobody's open. Instead of throwing it away, if he can get yards, he's gonna get those yards, and he's gonna do it with some swagger about him. If you got to make a man miss, he'll make a man miss. You know, so he's doing what the coaches want him to do, plus more. So we truly appreciate that, and I give him a lot of respect for that.
On a totally different note, I want to know your favorite Christmas memory or your favorite Christmas gift, or both.
Okay, so my favorite Christmas memory was actually when I was young, like pretty young. I was about 8 years old, and I remember 8 or 9 years old, and I remember waking up in my dad's house because I ultimately live with my mom, but me and my sister, we spent Christmas when I was younger at my dad's place. So we woke up one morning in our little pajamas, and yes, when I was young, I used to wear a onesie. You know, I love that onesie. I wore it till I couldn't wear it no more. So anyway, I woke up, me and my sister, in our onesies, and we run to the living room and see the Christmas tree and see all the gifts, because my dad, he loves surprising us. So it wasn't like he put the gifts under the tree like a week ahead of time or so like that. He would get all the gifts, but he would really hide them from us. If he had to leave them at a friend's house, he would. So leading up to Christmas, we really think we didn't have very many gifts or no gifts at all. And the next thing you know, Christmas Day, we have about like 10 presents under the trees, like, you know, just a whole lot of presents up under the tree and stuff like that. So, like I said, when I was about 8 years old, waking up just that one Christmas morning and so many gifts being up under the tree, and that was a really special day for me. But my best Christmas gift was when I was around that age as well, and my dad got me this huge Dodge Charger RC car, a remote control car, and it was one of the big ones, because when I was young, I really liked remote control cars. I loved them. So that was the best gift I ever got. It was a big Dodge Charger, and I drove it till I couldn't drive it no more.
Cool. Hey, how you doing, man? You kept saying you were talking about swag. How much swag does this team have going into this Belk Bowl from the beginning of the season to where you guys are now?
Okay. We have a lot of it. Except, I mean, there's we try not to. We have some swag about us and stuff like that. Like I said, it's about doing what the coaches want you to do. Just, you know, doing everything they ask you to do, but putting your little spin on it. So Vice want me to get to the second level on the sweep play, I'll check, and instead of just getting to the second level, I'll rock back on the 3 technique to help my center out, and then I'll get to the second level. Just to, you know, just like I said, just doing a little bit extra of what they tell you to do. And I feel like the beginning of the season, I can't say so much, but now, like I said, you got a lot of guys, and confidence comes with it. You get confident, and you start, you know, you get in a groove, and you just feel like, okay, I can do this, you know, and I can even do a little bit more. So, like I said, our confidence definitely grew, and the swagger about us definitely grew. We try not to get it mistaken for cockiness, though, but we do have a lot of swagger about us. You have a lot of guys, a lot of ones that'll not only be like, okay, I got this, I know what I'm doing, but look back and make sure their backup is good too. Be like, okay, man, you seen what I did? If it's a receiver, you seen how I ran that route? Or if it's me, hey, Jesse, you seen what I did on that one? You want to rock back, you want to help out, or you want to check with CD? You know, just stuff like that. Confidence has a big part plays a big part in that, and that's something we have a lot of. So,
What's the nerdiest thing you do now?
nerdiest thing
Yeah,
I
are
do.
you a big Star Wars guy or Game of Thrones or I mean you mentioned the RC cars. That's not
That's true.
nerdy, but
Yeah.
you seem very comfortable in your own skin. I'm just wondering if you have any hobbies that are like people would find interesting.
Honestly, not really. Not really. Okay, so it's one weird thing I do. Like if I get home and my girlfriend is not home, like if she, because I live with my girlfriend, and if Heaven is gone to work, I'm sorry, my girlfriend's name is Heaven. So if Heaven is gone to work and I get home and I'm by myself, I will go upstairs. I lay in bed. I cut on YouTube, and I actually watch. Anybody know the game Grand Theft Auto? And I watch just like this gaming dude named Steve the Gamer or something like that, and he like comments as he plays the game, and I lay there and I like watch episodes of that all day. It's pretty weird. Instead of just playing the game, I watch him play it.
Is he like a super awesome player or he
I
just
mean-
explains everything?
Yeah, like he explains it and he does like he gets online when he plays this game and he has like this thing called mods where you can put your own stuff in it. Yeah, so you and instead of it just being like what the game has, you can put like newer stuff in there. So like newer cars and stuff like that, and it's just interesting to me. It's really interesting.